Hello learners, we've been looking at many investment disputes filed against Argentina that it took while defending the economic crisis or while trying to address the economic crisis that it was under. And we've already discussed CMS versus Argentina, we've discussed LG&E versus Argentina, we've discussed Enron versus Argentina. So in this video, we'll be looking at Sempra versus Argentina, and this is a very interesting case for us to look at because the arbitrators in this case were arbitrators in LG&E as well as CMS. Given the fact CMS took a different decision and that of LG&E, LG&E did accept the contention of Argentina. We'd seen in the last video until at least 26th April 2003, it stated that Argentina was not responsible. But in case of CMS versus Argentina, the decision was a little different, completely different from LG&E. So it is now interesting for us to know how did the tribunal in Sempra versus Argentina decide on the question of whether plea of necessity could be invoked. So here we can see Sempra made an argument stating that it sort of acknowledged that Article 25 of Articles on State Responsibility did reflect the customary international law's position. No doubt about it. But Sempra questioned Argentina has not proved that its essential interest was in imminent and grave peril, and that Argentina had not showed that emergency law was the only measure that could address that peril, and that Argentina had not proved that it had not contributed to the state of necessity. So these are the things that the claimants were requiring, Sempra was requiring from Argentina, that Argentina had to prove all of these things. Then we could see that there was again contest between Argentina and Sempra with regard to whether an essential interest was there or not. So then the tribunal, while looking at the evidence, came to the conclusion that there were economic crises, and the tribunal concluded that the economic crisis was not so severe that it threatened the existence of Argentina itself. And therefore, it does not qualify as an essential interest for the purpose of plea of necessity. So here again, Argentina wanted the tribunal to look at the question, the plea of necessity, from the context of Article 11 of the BIT. So we do see many expert opinions were adduced in support of Argentina. Expert opinion by Dean Anne Maria Slaughter as well as Professor Williams Burke-White, saying that the treaty standards is different from that of a customary international law. So, but here what Sempra Tribunal had noted was, the Sempra Tribunal stated that given the fact that it is not defined, the certain terms are not defined, it will refer to the treaty standard and customary international law inseparable in this particular case, and that it will look to the customary international law for looking at the meanings of certain terms and the definitions of certain terms in this particular case. And therefore the Sempra Tribunal did not, since there was no essential interest itself, the tribunal did not allow Argentina to defend its measure by invoking the plea of necessity. So that's how Sempra Tribunal decided this particular matter. We will look at a very interesting case in the next video, Continental Casualty case, and we'll look at how the tribunal in that case looked at the question of invoking plea of necessity by Argentina. Thank you.